Welcome to the Art4Christ podcast, where creativity meets the call of Christ. Every episode, we gather to explore how our gifts, talents, and passions can be used to glorify God and impact the world around us.
Welcome back to the Art4Christ podcast. My name is Jojo, and I'll be your host. With me here today is Kevin. Yeah. Kevin is the director of operations for Art4Christ.
That's what's up.
Very hardworking and diligent person. And he's also a musician. He's a creative. And he's the one who leads our Saturday Bible studies and games. And the artists who come to the office meet Kevin at the office. So probably most of you who have come to our office have probably met Kevin.
Yeah.
And we love Kevin here at the office. And I love him as my friend. So, Kevin, you're welcome today.
Thank you so much. It's so good to do this again with you. It's always such a nice thing. Yeah. Thank you.
Karibu sana. So we're going to speak about created for community. So how artists can thrive together in a community setting. Yeah. And the reason why we gave Kevin this topic is because Kevin really works well with community and making artists thrive through communities. So we're going to cover the importance of community for creatives, because some creatives are solos. They move solo. They think like, I'll make it one day, but you cannot make it without a community of people. And that is what Kevin is here to help us with today. So Kevin, why do you think community is so vital for artists and creatives?
Well, community is very important. I mean, not even for artists. Generally as human beings, for we everyone. Move in groups. And even if you look at animals, they move in groups. There's a pride of lion, a pack of wolves. They move in that community aspect.
Love that concept.
You see? And the reason why community is important is because you have some kind of guidance and protection that is better than walking or doing something alone. And many minds have better ideas on how to do one thing or another. So working in a community is fundamentally important for our growth, as human beings, as individuals. We need that growth, because in a community you'll find a pastor or a mother who will be like correcting you here or guiding you here, or a pastor who will give you a word that will change your life. But working alone, it will be stressful. It will be hard. You won't get the help that you need. But within the community, and even looking at the Bible in the book of Acts, the early church, they moved and they stayed in community, fellowshipping together. So it is fundamentally important for everyone, and more so in our case here, the Christian artists, to come and hang out together, because it's important to even fellowship
with people.
And God commands a blessing, Exactly.
And I love what you do on Saturdays with the artists. When they come here, they're gathered and they're just eating together. It's the word, it's prayer, it's eating together, it's games, it's connecting, it's relationship. And it just creates a very good vibe to create a community for yourself.
Exactly.
That's really awesome.
It is.
The second question would be, how have you personally experienced growth both in your faith and in your creativity through community? Like you personally now, how has it benefited you?
Well, personally, there are aspects, and let me just start with my walk with Christ. Doing it alone is not easy. But with a community, you're able to get the guidance, and the guidance comes in again. Because you can read the word and not understand it. But when someone else now comes in and explains it, or when you're in a setup where you're doing some kind of a Bible study and you're able to talk about it, it gives you it opens your mind, literally.
Different perspectives.
True. And living in that kind of setup has really encouraged me to go on with my Christian walk. Because doing it alone, things can be hard, and you might say, oh, why am I even following this? Let me just now do my stuff, But when you are within the community, you get the encouragement. And not even in terms of even, reading the word, but even being helped, Sometimes you need the help. You need the help to, maybe you want to go somewhere and you don't have the fare. That's something that happens. Someone might come through for you. So moving in the community has really given me that, and through that I'm also able to come through for someone else, because now I'm learning that it's important for us to stand for other people, in the gap.
That's really amazing. That's really awesome. What are some ways you've seen artists strengthen one another when they gather? Like especially here, let's talk about Art4Christ.
So here, when let me talk about the band. Bringing people of different levels of music skills.
Wow.
And
that is one hard challenge.
Yes. And now these people, when they come together, they're able to grow together. And there's someone who's so smart in music, so good. Their technique is so good, and this person is able to guide the rest, on how to, play a certain music style, or an instrument, or maybe they want to do a dynamic in music. And so it has brought in that aspect of growth, at the end of the day. Because if you play alone, you will just go to some extent. But if you play within another setup where there are other people who are better than you, you'll get to learn. And even the other people who are not as good as you are can still teach you. So it's important for artists and Christian artists more so to work together in unison, because it gives us the strength to keep moving. Sometimes it's hard to be a creative. Sometimes you come to a point where your creative flow is cut. That river is dry. So you need other creatives to bring in that fire, to bring in that fire in you. So it's important for that.
And I think last year when we were talking to some of the band, and you guys were saying there's people who have, some vocalists have evolved their music style. They had this music style, and then now they're doing a totally new music style. And I think that has really, Art4Christ has really tried to bring that out in people, where people are evolving in their music. And it's a beautiful thing.
It is.
Thank you, Kevin, for what you do also.
Thank you.
So community can be very challenging. There's rubbing of even as you've shared about the animals, sometimes I see, like, if they want to meet with one of the ladies in the park, they fight.
There's usually
there's always something going on.
True.
So there's always a challenge of staying connected with a community. You might brush shoulders, you might get hurt in the process, it can get difficult, but it's always not easy. People get busy, life gets messy. But here are some questions that I want you to help us today. What are some common struggles you've seen creatives face when it comes to staying connected with one another?
Yeah, that's a good one. And as we also just build on that, artists want to, go and work alone, go outside, do other things that are not, Christian related things. But you see, the reason why someone will go outside is maybe they are looking for that growth. Sometimes growth can be a challenge. You can be stagnating in one place, looking for growth. But this growth, you're not finding it here. So challenge number one, which I've seen, is the growth. Because people want to grow. And if I'm not growing here, it means it's not the place. It's not the place for me. So creating an environment where there's growth is also very important in a community. And the other challenge is when you see there's that, pride. There's like some form of pride that comes in people. And maybe I might be the smartest, I might be the best musician, the best guitarist. So that pride, comes. And it makes me feel, I don't need to hang out with these people. I can get another better community for myself. And you end up actually not fitting in that community that you're looking for.
Because God didn't take you there.
Exactly.
You took yourself there
you
out of your own performance.
Thank you. So that pride comes in, and people also now start segregating themselves. And another challenge that I've seen is people trying to fit in. People really trying so hard to fit in. Of course, fitting in is hard. It's not easy. You can have two people who know you in a community. And I think that is enough. we really try to fit in and get to know everyone. Well, it is good to at least get to know their names.
Yeah.
But not everyone is easy with telling you the nitty-gritties of their lives.
No.
And it doesn't just happen in a short time.
Yeah.
It takes time. So sitting within the community and taking the time, you know, people need to see you, turning up to, do we have game nights?
Yeah.
Do we have like worship nights? Do you turn up for such things? So when you turn up for such things, it's easier for people to start knowing you, and you are also easy to relate with,
Yeah.
So that's the challenge of fitting in, and it reminds me of when I joined a new church and I was trying so hard, to
fit in.
Yeah. I knew like 2-3 people.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, I want to know more. I want to make more friends. It becomes hard because these people have been together for so long. I've only been here 6 months.
Yeah.
So I need to just
take your time.
Take my time, get to, show up, turn up for the services, turn up for the worship nights, if there are like home fellowships, those kinds of things. Try to look for one that is within the area, because that is another small community that builds up the big community, the church now. So the fitting in, especially that one for me, it is hard. It is hard for me. Yeah.
I love those things that you've shared, and I feel like many times in life we try to do all those things, pride, performance, fitting in, trying to be not ourselves, and it just ends up crushing us again.
Kabisa.
So I think our encouragement today is to just rely on God's grace and not our own works, not to be lazy and just sit and say I'm relying on God's grace, but also not to be a performative person. I think I love that. So what's your biggest encouragement and takeaway on this topic? Like, what encouragement would you give to a creative listening who feels alone or unseen right now because of these things that we have shared about community? Because I feel like many people come to places and then when they feel, just like you've said, maybe you're trying to say hi to people, then they're not responding. So you feel, I'm not accepted there, I'm going. So how, in that sense, how would you make somebody like that? What would you tell somebody like that?
I think just take time, just calm down. It doesn't have to be like, let me fit in now, I'm a part of this group today. No. It takes time. Just calm down, give yourself some time, start hanging out with people and be easy. Sometimes you can be so hard, you are so rigid to hang out with, or even to just have a chat with, or even taking a joke.
But you want a friend.
Yes. Some people can't even take a joke.
True.
It's so hard, amekunjana sura, and it's so hard to relate with people who are not friendly,
And then you wonder why you don't have
So just calm down, be friendly, be easy to talk to, be easy to take a joke, because sometimes you can feel targeted, but hey, we are just having banter, we're just talking. And the other thing is just turn up, no matter what. Turn up. Sometimes it can be hard to turn up, but just try. It doesn't have to be every day, but try coming to, for example, in our Bible study. Participate, volunteer. If we have tea, we are making tea.
Do something.
Come do something. Those are the things, because you also have to be in service of people. I think in most cases, the places where I stood out was not because I was talking too much, but because I was in service. Trying to serve, where do we throw this trash after we finish? Can we sweep this room so that we leave this place clean? That is how you now start seeing people coming in for you. So don't feel rejected. Perhaps it's you rejecting those people by not trying to participate in the things that
it's really some sort of selfishness where you want it to go your way, but you're not thinking about how the other people feel about it.
Exactly. Because you see, the same awkwardness that you have is also
the
some
same awkwardness that
these
they're
other people are
facing.
facing. Yeah. So we have to look for a common ground.
Yeah.
Am I good at, maybe baking a cake? Do they have an oven that I can use to bake a cake for them? Yeah. Why not? Or maybe I'm just good at brewing chai. Yeah, that's all.
That's
yeah.
it.
So, yeah.
We thank God for you, Kevin. Yes. The other encouragement I would like you to leave with us is, how can we all make creative spaces more welcoming? Because you're very welcoming here. More intentional and more Christ-centered. Like, how can we make creative spaces? Give us tips. Because you've dealt with people. I know you've dealt with different... I know some of the characters you've dealt with. So tell us how you try to make everyone feel hospitable, welcome, loving. Because I've never had anyone say, I went there, Kevin did this to me. Everyone feels hospitable.
Well, you see, how will I even put it? Like, I just be free, being free with people.
Yeah.
And just making them feel that, you are free here.
Yeah.
You are an artist, and this place is meant for you. And even, you don't even have to be an artist. Sometimes you can just come and hang out.
Yeah.
And this place is meant for everyone. Every person that wants a space to just come and unwind, just
That's
come.
true.
It is open. And that environment, I don't know how I'll explain it, I don't know what tips I'll give to people so that they can, exercise.
Yeah.
But maybe if they'll come and just study for themselves.
Yeah, they can come and see you.
Yeah.
Yes.
And you see, our co-founder, Alison, she's really welcoming. She's hospitable. And that thing really goes a long way on how she does. So I look at how she does things, and it inspires me to kind of follow. It's not, it's not easy because, we've been brought up differently.
Yeah.
So at this stage in my life, there are things that I'm editing in my life. I'm saying, when you're dealing with people, you don't talk like this, you don't do this, you welcome them in this manner. And looking at Alison and Billy on how they do things, it encourages me and inspires me. So I think for the people who are looking for tips, just show up, just turn up here maybe on a Saturday or on a Friday, and just learn on site.
Yeah, that's true, because the Bible says bad company corrupts good morals.
Yeah.
So if you hang out with wise people, kind people, sweet people,
yes,
you also become like them, just as he's saying. Yeah. So
true.
You're welcome for more to come and see even more here at Art4Christ. You'll find kind people, sweet people, people who are welcoming. There's tea, there's snacks.
Yes. And
there's the word of God, which is the most important part, and there's prayer. So come and join us, okay?
True.
Yeah. The last one, because I'm loving how you're answering us. Today we are laughing a lot. How was your walk? How has your own walk with God, been shaped by the people around you in Art4Christ? But you've already mentioned part of it.
Yeah. So we've really interacted with brilliant, amazing people.
Yeah.
And looking at someone like Pastor Chris and you, Pastor Jojo.
Yeah.
Having you guys around, it really shapes how we work with people.
Yeah.
Because, if Art4Christ was just a thing that, Billy, Alison and I were running without people who can guide us like you pastors, it is important, because if it is something that is relating to Christ, it is important for us to have people. How will I put it? Let me just say pastors. Have pastors on ground.
Yeah.
Because we need that guidance. People who've done theology, they know more about the word. Because we need that guidance. So personally, having that guidance of, a pastoral guidance.
Yes.
That one is so important, because sometimes we have questions. I can have questions. I can be leading Bible study here, and someone talks about something and I'm like, I've been also wondering about that. So I have somewhere that I can go to and, hey, we have this that is challenging us, and would you come and just expound more? So, and Pastor Chris has always done it.
Yeah,
so,
and he attends the Bible studies also.
So that is something that is really, really appreciated. And we love Pastor Chris, and of course we also love you.
Thank you.
And it's
That's
so important to have the pastors around, because we can't do it we can't do we can't do everything. I'm only good at creating the environment.
Yeah. Every person plays a role.
Yes. It's a cogwheel,
Yes.
So everyone has a role to play. Yeah.
Yes. That's
Yeah.
amazing, Kevin. Thank you so much for sharing. Every listener today, it's important for you to be in a community.
True.
And here at Art4Christ, we meet every Saturday for Bible study, for games, for prayer, for tea. And you're most welcome. Come and find community. Come and find friends. Don't do this creativity journey alone.
Yeah.
And once you come, Kevin will be here to meet you, to show you what you need to do. And yes,
Yeah.
don't miss out on this opportunity.